What's up, you guys? I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre. Welcome back to this Apex Legends video, which is all about my secrets to solo success in our brand new solos mode in Apex Legends. I actually have a lot more experience with solos than I do a squad match. Before I started playing Apex Legends, I played a lot of Call of Duty Blackout, and I played strictly solos. And a lot of these same tactics that work well there also succeed here in Apex Legends, but are enhanced by our awesome legend capabilities. Solos is definitely a completely different ball game from your standard game of Apex Legends, and therefore we must adjust our playstyle to accommodate. So we're going to give you a handful of secrets to catch that solo champion screen, starting off with the very beginning. Wait to drop. In solos, the first ring countdown starts practically immediately, so you know exactly where the first ring is going to be. Pop up your map, look where that map is going to be at, where that first circle is going to be at, and then decide where you want to drop from there. Do not drop straight away. Half of the lobby is dead before the first circle starts even closing, so find yourself someplace a little bit farther away from the crowd that you'd like to go. As soon as you drop, make sure you peek around yourself and look for people like this guy over here who are flying the same general direction you do. Keep an eye on your speed, make sure you're still diving well towards the ground to get to the ground first, but also keep those eyes out, because I see somebody coming in, and that person is going to be my first priority. I'm going to find a gun as soon as possible and go eliminate that threat, because if I don't go find that person, they are bound to come find me. And as soon as the local threats are eliminated, you can start looting to your heart's content. Next, I'm going to ask you guys to slow down your gameplay a little bit and turn that awareness up to 11, because unless you want to end up like this completely oblivious Watson right here, you need to be extra attentive to your surroundings, both with visual cues and audio cues. In a typical game of Apex Legends, you have 2 extra sets of eyes and ears to make up for your own lack of attention. But in solos, the onus is all on you for success. So if you don't have a set of headphones, now would be a great time to get them. You can pick up $20 from the store. Every single one of the kills you all just saw in the background was the result of me picking up on a single audio cue that the enemy gave off, and thus alluded to their position, and I was able to act upon that. This also works when you are being pushed. You hear those people pushing you, you want to make less noise than they do. If you make the less amount of noise, they are not going to know where you are. You are going to have the upper hand. You're going to have more information than they do. In Battle Royales, information is power. You want to try to be sneaky. If you can, you want to crouch walk, both to lower your profile and silence your steps, so you can launch a surprise ambush against that enemy. And if you're able to land those first shots, break some shields, do some damage, you're going to be a lot more likely to be able to finish the fight and end up continuing on in Apex Solos. So get those eyes and ears turned on so we can focus both on our enemies as well as the ring. We want to play the ring, patrolling the edge, gatekeeping, so that we can catch enemies off guard. It's very easy to sneak up behind enemies if you are patrolling the edge of the ring. People aren't looking behind them. They don't expect people to be back there. And this, for you, also eliminates roughly half of the possible direction that people could possibly be coming from. With that said, you're also going to watch out for gatekeepers. You're not going to be the only one using this tactic. And if you are farther from the circle, expect enemy players to be hanging out near those choke points looking to catch you off guard. And then don't forget, if you knock an enemy down in the circle, you should get out right away. Don't be like that Octane right there, who just lost the match just like I did. He killed me, but wasn't paying attention to the ring, and therefore lost the match himself. Ring is super vital and important to surviving in Apex solos. Also key to success is keeping a keen eye out for those third-party opportunities. Like, for example, this Lifeline just get taken out by this Caustic. She was trying to hide in the corner, but wasn't so lucky. Meanwhile, I'm able to easily slay Caustic while he's sitting there trying to loot the box. If you can catch anybody off guard, that's an awesome opportunity for you to knock somebody off the lobby. You don't want to just push every fight, but if you can catch an easy kill by getting a nice little third-party action on, you want to do that. But also keep an eye out for those people who have heard your gunfire and are sneaking up behind you. There's a lot of ways that a third-party push can go wrong, so just be careful or you can get yourself in some hairy situations. You also just want to keep your eye peeled for people who might be weak, like this guy. I could tell he was sitting, he was healing, and so I just took the chance to take some shots and knock him off the lobby. And this secret should be no secret to anyone who's regularly seen the Apex Legends champion screen, but in order to win, the final fight, position is key. Kind of like I was talking about before, you can't forget about that ring. 3 people died in that ring just now. 1 person got killed by the other player, leaving me, the sole person in the power position inside this house. I hold the key to victory right here, with being in exactly the spot I need to be. The circle is going to close on me. This Pathfinder that's outside has no other choice but to come to me, to come to his doom, and to come to my champion screen. Oh, the Apex Legends solo champion screen, so elusive and so satisfying. There it is. Let's examine another winning gameplay. I have played the edge of the circle here. I'm on the nice position up on the high ground. Using my awareness, I've located a bloodhound that's super close to me and blissfully unaware of my presence. Too bad for him, he gets a couple peacekeeper shots to the back, and I am 1 kill closer to winning this game. I also have the circle to my advantage. It is going to close to me, and I am up the hill. I have the high ground. I peep this Bangalore off in the distance, so I kind of know what I'm dealing, and as the circle closes, that Bangalore throws their ultimate. But they're not the only Bangalore, and another ultimate comes down soon after. While I see that fight was quickly ended, it's just me and the other Bangalore in this fight. I wait for those ultimates to finish up, pop off my quick heals, and I need to push in and finish this fight. If I don't go finish this fight now, this guy is going to come finish it for me. Oh, you are getting finished. Here comes the second win. Yeah! And that, my friends, is how a solo champion is made. Through a careful drop, through hyper awareness, playing that ring, doing some gatekeeping, watching out for the gatekeepers, doing some third parties, and awesome positioning in the final fights. Good luck in those solos matches out there, guys. In the meantime, I'm Mediocre, and I'm out.